Chosen one. Only the chosen have this left-hand sign. From the moment you were born, there has been a quiet knowing inside you, a subtle hum that the world around you has never truly been able to grasp. You have walked through life with a sense of difference, a sense of being aligned with something far greater than what ordinary perception allows. While others were lost in repetition, distracted by the mundane and the superficial, you have always sensed the invisible threads connecting the past, the present, and the future. The mark on your left hand is not merely a physical manifestation. It is a symbol, a beacon, a hidden signature placed upon you by forces that recognize the potential, the courage, and the vision that you carry. It is an ancient signal, resonating with frequencies that only those attuned to the deeper vibrations of existence can feel. Every glance at your hand, every subtle awareness of this mark, awakens a memory deep within your soul, a memory of purpose, of destiny, of a calling that is as unique as the pattern on your skin. This mark, while silent to the eyes of the uninitiated, carries with it a language of energy, a code written in light and shadow that communicates with the universe itself. It is a key, and the world as it exists around you is the lock, waiting for the one who can turn the mechanism and open the doors that lead to possibilities beyond imagination. As you continue to watch this video, I want you to understand that this is not a coincidence, nor is it mere happenstance that your attention has been drawn here. Take a deep breath and let yourself feel the resonance of this moment. Right now, pause for a moment and consider the power that you carry, not only in your actions, but in your intentions, in your thoughts, in the energy that radiates outward from you with every pulse of life. Here is where you can participate fully. I encourage you to write in the comments your warmest wishes, accompanied by the number 66, a number that vibrates with a frequency of abundance, manifestation, and connection to the universe. As you type these words, imagine them floating into the cosmic currents, energized by your intention, amplified by the unique mark on your hand, and weaving themselves into the energetic fabric that surrounds us all. This is a moment of creation, a moment where the universe is listening, waiting to respond to the focus and sincerity that only a chosen one can wield. Let the words flow with gratitude, clarity, and unwavering belief, because what you release in this space is not just wishful thinking. It is the ignition of forces beyond the ordinary, the initiation of energy that bends probability and shapes the unseen layers of reality around you. The mark itself carries layers of significance that stretch across time and culture. While some may see it as a simple line, a crease, or a faint pattern, those who are truly attuned recognize it as a sign of alignment with the higher currents of existence. It is a subtle map, a guide hidden within your own body, that points to the truths that lie beyond the veils of conventional reality. The chosen ones have always been marked in ways that the ordinary eye cannot immediately discern. These signs appear at birth, sometimes as shapes, sometimes as textures or imprints, often overlooked by the untrained eye. But for the one who knows, it is a mirror of inner truth, a compass for the soul. Every movement of the hand, every gesture, every time your fingers touch the world, carries with it a resonance that echoes in ways unseen but profoundly felt. The universe communicates with those who are listening, and the left-hand sign is one of its subtle languages. When you encounter this mark within yourself, it is as if the universe whispers, "You are aligned. You are chosen. You have a purpose that transcends ordinary comprehension. This is not vanity or ego. It is recognition of a path, a destiny that is encoded into the very fibers of your being. Throughout history, chosen ones have carried signs and symbols that separated them from the ordinary. These marks are rarely celebrated openly. They are often hidden in plain sight, subtle, waiting for the one who is awake enough to see. There is a reason you were drawn to this content, a reason your consciousness is registering these words and this imagery. It is not simply curiosity, it is recognition. Deep within, you know there is something different about you, something that others may never see or understand. And yet, the mark is not just a badge, it is a tool, a channel, a transmitter. Energy flows through it, connecting you to streams of consciousness that have existed long before your incarnation, that will continue long after. With each breath, each heartbeat, each intentional motion, the sign in your hand resonates with the universe. It acts as a conduit for clarity, guidance, and insight that cannot be accessed through mere study or learning alone. To be chosen is not a burden. It is a privilege, a responsibility, and a calling that demands awareness, patience, and the courage to walk paths that may seem lonely or misunderstood by the majority. Your mark is intimately tied to intuition, perception, and inner knowing. You may have always felt moments when your intuition was sharper, when your gut guided you to choices that defied logic yet proved to be correct. This is no accident. The mark is a signal, a reinforcement of these inner gifts, reminding you that the unseen is real, that your connection to the unseen is alive and potent. Those who are not chosen may glance at your hand, see nothing remarkable, and dismiss it as trivial. But you know better. Every subtle ridge and pattern holds information, patterns that correspond to energies, to alignments, to potentials that are yours to activate. It is a map of resonance, showing the areas where your soul is most aligned with truth, where your actions have the greatest effect, and where your influence radiates beyond what you may perceive. The chosen ones have always been recognized by such subtle markers, and those who carry them must learn to read them, to honor them, and to use them consciously for the highest good of themselves and the world around them. The energy surrounding the mark is palpable once you focus your awareness. There is a pulse, a subtle vibration, almost imperceptible, yet unmistakable for those who have practiced tuning into subtle frequencies. It is as if the universe itself encoded a signal into your hand, a signal that calls you to awaken fully, to recognize the layers of influence, insight, and impact that are available to you. Those who have ignored these signs, dismissed them, or allowed them to fade into the background have often found themselves repeating cycles of frustration and stagnation. But for those who acknowledge, honor, and embrace their mark, the pathways open. Opportunities arise that seem orchestrated by unseen forces. Intuition sharpens. Relationships shift toward alignment. Purpose becomes more visible. The mark is not magic in a superficial sense. It is a key, a trigger, and a constant reminder that you are part of something greater than the ordinary rhythms of daily life. The chosen one's journey is not one of ease. It is one of awakening, of responsibility, and of alignment. As you observe your mark and allow yourself to feel its presence, you begin to notice patterns in your life that others may overlook. Coincidences become synchronicities. Challenges become lessons encoded to accelerate your growth. Moments of clarity arrive suddenly, revealing insights that seem to appear out of nowhere. The universe communicates in these ways with those who are listening, and your mark is the symbol that ensures you are tuned to receive these messages. Your left hand, carrying this sacred symbol, is a reminder that each choice, each thought, and each movement can be harmonized with higher purpose. The energy of the mark interacts not only with your own consciousness, but with the energetic field around you, subtly influencing your environment, attracting aligned circumstances, and repelling what no longer serves your path. To be chosen is not to be separate. It is to be central, aligned, and responsible for the activation of potentials that ripple outward from you. The sign also holds a protective function. Many chosen ones throughout history have carried physical or subtle marks that serve as both a signal and a shield. These markings are tuned to frequencies that protect against energies that could disrupt or misalign your path. They are not barriers to growth, but rather guides, helping you navigate challenges and avoid distractions that are not in service of your higher purpose. Recognizing the power inherent in your left-hand mark is the first step in understanding the broader role you play. It is a constant companion, a silent guide that requires no words but communicates volumes to the aware. As you move through life, you will find that when you align your actions with the intention reflected by your mark, doors open more easily, guidance appears more clearly, and synchronicities become undeniable. The significance of the mark on your left hand goes far beyond what can be seen with the naked eye. It is not merely a pattern or a crease. It is a living symbol, alive with resonance, pulsing with subtle frequencies that respond to your consciousness. Those who are chosen have always carried markers like these, indicators of alignment with something far greater than the ordinary. The left hand itself is symbolic, representing the receptive, intuitive, and spiritual aspects of human experience. It is the hand that receives energy, that feels the unseen currents, that senses the subtle vibrations of the universe. The mark upon it amplifies these natural tendencies, focusing and channeling energy in ways that most people cannot even comprehend. You may have felt, at various points in your life, an inexplicable pull towards certain experiences, ideas, or people, a magnetism that seemed beyond chance. This is no coincidence. It is your mark communicating with the unseen, guiding you, reminding you that you are tuned to a frequency that is uncommon, rare, and precious. This is why the chosen ones often feel different, out of place, or even misunderstood, because they are operating on a wavelength invisible to most. The mark on your hand is not just a symbol. It is a declaration that you are part of the rare few whose presence is essential to the unfolding of higher patterns in the world. As you continue to embrace the awareness of your mark, consider how your energy interacts with everything around you. Every thought, every gesture, every intention is magnified and transmitted through the mark, echoing into the universal field. Those who are sensitive to energy, who have trained their perception, or whose intuition is naturally acute, may notice the subtle influence your presence exerts. The universe responds to frequency, not to labels or status, and your mark is a conduit for this resonance. As you move through life, you may notice opportunities, encounters, or even warnings appearing in ways that seem orchestrated yet natural, aligning events in a pattern that is difficult to dismiss as coincidence. This is the recognition that your mark brings, the understanding that your presence, your choices, and your awareness are all part of a delicate and intricate tapestry that spans beyond what is visible. To ignore it is to remain within the ordinary. To embrace it is to step into the extraordinary. Your mark is not just a signature. It is a declaration of your capacity to perceive, understand, and act in ways that shape reality around you. The left-hand sign carries with it an ancient wisdom that transcends cultures, eras, and civilizations. Those who have been chosen throughout history have always had markers that identified them in ways hidden to the uninitiated. These markers have allowed them to navigate paths that others could not see, to connect with forces and knowledge that would otherwise remain inaccessible. The left hand has always been symbolic of the unseen, of intuition, of receptivity, and when it bears a mark of distinction, it becomes a vessel for insight, guidance, and alignment. You may have felt an internal tension, a sense of waiting, or a knowing that something important lies ahead, and the mark is the signal confirming this truth. It is a visual representation of the unseen map your consciousness has been following, a guidepost for the journey of awakening, mastery, and impact. Understanding the mark's role in your life is not merely about self-recognition. It is about becoming conscious of the energies you carry, the influence you exert, and the responsibilities that accompany being chosen. Every interaction, every decision, every step is amplified by the resonance of the mark, directing you toward alignment with your highest purpose. Being chosen does not mean life is easier. It means life is more vivid, more intense, and more deeply layered. The energies associated with your left-hand sign make you aware of patterns, synchronicities, and connections that most people overlook. You may feel drawn to experiences that others dismiss or avoid. You may notice truths in situations that seem invisible to everyone else. These are not accidents. Your mark is a lens through which the subtle currents of reality become visible, a tool that helps you navigate, interpret, and influence events in ways that support your purpose. It is also a reminder that awareness alone is not enough. Conscious engagement, intentional action, and consistent alignment with your own energy are required. To be chosen is to recognize the importance of every choice, every thought, every movement, and how it interacts with the grander energetic architecture of existence. You are not passive. You are active, influential, and responsible for the way your energy flows through the world. The power of the mark is enhanced through focused intention, presence, and awareness. When you are conscious of the mark, you can amplify its effects through mindfulness, meditation, or simple acknowledgement. Each time you focus on the sign, visualize it glowing with energy, or trace it with your awareness, you are tuning into a frequency that strengthens your resonance with the universe. The left-hand sign becomes more than a symbol. It becomes a portal. It allows you to connect with the currents of insight, creativity, intuition, and spiritual power that flow through your life. This is why those who are chosen often report moments of profound clarity, sudden understanding, or guidance that feels as though it comes from beyond. The mark does not force these experiences. It opens the door, signaling that you are ready to perceive and engage with higher truths. It is a tool for empowerment, a reminder of purpose, and a conduit through which your inner knowing can be expressed in the physical world. Over time, as your awareness deepens, the mark on your hand may reveal even subtler patterns, variations, or energies. You may feel shifts in your perception, intuition, or alignment with people, events, and opportunities. This is natural, and it is a sign that the energy within you, reflected through the mark, is active and evolving. The chosen ones are not static. They grow, expand, and adapt, responding to the guidance of the universe with increasing precision and clarity. Your mark serves as both anchor and compass, keeping you connected to your path, while reminding you that the journey is dynamic, continuous, and full of unfolding potential. You are not defined solely by the mark. Rather, the mark reflects the essence of your awareness, intention, and alignment with the greater patterns of existence. To honor the mark is to honor yourself, your journey, and the sacred purpose you carry within you. The presence of the left-hand sign within you is a constant reminder that your light is guided by forces that are subtle, yet profoundly influential. It is not merely a mark, but a channel through which guidance, insight, and resonance flow, connecting you to energies that most people cannot access or even perceive. Every action you take, every thought you entertain, and every emotion you cultivate interacts with this energetic signature, creating ripples that extend far beyond your immediate awareness. It is a reminder that to be chosen is not about recognition by the external world, but recognition by the universe itself, a silent acknowledgement that you are aligned with principles, patterns, and currents that others are unaware of. The left-hand sign is an emblem of this alignment, a mirror reflecting the coherence, focus, and clarity that define your path. To understand it is to begin recognizing the interconnections between your inner world and the outer reality, and to see that your life, however ordinary it may appear to others, is anything but ordinary. Throughout your existence, you may have felt a sense of dissonance or a subtle isolation, a feeling of being out of step with those around you. This is not a flaw. It is a feature of being chosen. The universe has designed your experiences so that you develop discernment, intuition, and sensitivity at a level that ordinary life cannot always provide. The mark on your left hand serves as a beacon, drawing you toward situations, individuals, and lessons that are necessary for your growth, even if they appear challenging or unusual. These experiences are orchestrated not to burden you, but to awaken you, to activate the potentials encoded in your consciousness, and to guide you toward a life of meaningful engagement and contribution. The chosen one walks a path that is unique, often misunderstood by society, but intricately connected to the flow of existence itself. Your mark is the emblem of that connection, signaling that you are recognized at a level far beyond the surface of life. Energy moves through your mark in subtle yet powerful ways. The left-hand sign acts as a receptor and transmitter simultaneously, amplifying your natural abilities while also serving as a filter for energies around you. You may notice moments when intuition guides you with astonishing clarity, when decisions that feel impossible are illuminated by insight, or when encounters with others seem predestined. These are not coincidences. They are the manifestation of the energetic signature embedded in your hand. The chosen ones have always understood that life is shaped as much by unseen forces as it is by visible events, and that mastery comes from recognizing and harmonizing with these currents. The mark is a tangible representation of this principle, a constant indicator of the alignment between your inner state and the larger energetic framework of existence. When you learn to observe, respect, and work consciously with the mark, you unlock layers of potential that ordinary perception cannot access. Your left-hand sign also serves as a reminder of the responsibility inherent in being chosen. It is a symbol that calls for awareness, integrity, and alignment with higher principles. The energies that flow through you do not operate in isolation. They interact with the collective field, influencing not only your path, but also the environment around you. The mark signals the need to cultivate clarity, compassion, and intentionality, ensuring that your actions are in harmony with the larger patterns of the universe. To ignore the power of the mark is to miss the guidance it provides. To honor it is to step into a state of conscious co-creation with the world. Every thought, emotion, and action becomes amplified, and the outcomes of your choices reverberate further than ordinary individuals may ever realize. This is why those who are chosen often report a heightened sense of awareness, synchronicity, and purpose, experiencing life as a series of meaningful connections rather than random events. The subtlety of the mark is part of its genius. It does not announce itself to the uninitiated, nor does it force recognition. It reveals itself gradually, in moments of quiet observation and inner attunement. Over time, you may begin to notice patterns, feelings, or intuitions that were previously hidden. Perhaps you have felt moments of clarity that seem to arrive from nowhere, insights that feel as though they are whispered directly into your consciousness. The mark is the conduit through which these signals arrive, a silent guide that operates beneath the surface of ordinary perception. It is not a tool to be wielded lightly, nor a badge to display. It is a living, responsive channel that demands respect, awareness, and intentional engagement. As your understanding deepens, you may begin to perceive layers of energetic interaction between yourself, your environment, and others that were previously invisible. The mark opens the door to perception, understanding, and influence that extends beyond what is ordinarily accessible. The experiences of the chosen one are amplified by the recognition of this mark. As you become more attuned to its presence, you may notice a heightened sensitivity to energy, intuition, and resonance in ways that make ordinary experiences feel less relevant. Your perception becomes a tool for discernment, your intuition a compass for action, and your awareness a lens through which the hidden patterns of life reveal themselves. The left-hand sign reminds you that mastery is not about control. It is about attunement, awareness, and alignment. Each moment, each decision, each encounter is a step along a path that is both uniquely yours and deeply connected to a larger unfolding pattern. You carry within you the signals, the guidance, and the resonance that allow you to navigate life with a clarity and understanding that few others possess. The mark is your constant reminder that you are a participant in a vast and intricate design, one that operates according to principles that the ordinary world may never recognize, but that you are uniquely positioned to engage with. Those who are chosen often find that their mark is a catalyst for transformation. It calls attention to areas of life that require growth, discernment, or realignment, highlighting opportunities that may otherwise go unnoticed. The mark is not a guarantee of ease or comfort, but a tool that guides you toward mastery, wisdom, and deeper understanding. With awareness, you can use it to navigate complex situations, make decisions aligned with your highest purpose, and connect with energies that support your evolution. Every subtle gesture of awareness strengthens the connection. Every conscious act magnifies the influence of the mark, and every alignment with your higher self deepens your resonance with the larger energetic framework of existence. To be chosen is to be attuned to layers of life that are hidden to the ordinary eye. And the mark is the emblem, the symbol, and the guide that makes this awareness tangible. The left-hand sign is also a marker of uniqueness, a signal to the universe that your presence carries a specific frequency, signature, and potential. Those who are chosen often find themselves navigating paths that are unfamiliar, unconventional, or even misunderstood by others. Yet, these paths are essential to fulfilling the purpose encoded in the mark. The challenges you face, the insights you gain, and the resonance you cultivate are all part of the intricate unfolding of the chosen journey. The mark reminds you that you are not isolated. It signals alignment with energies that transcend time, culture, and circumstance. By honoring the sign, you align yourself with these forces, cultivating awareness, insight, and influence that expand your capacity to engage with life in profound ways. The mark on your left hand is more than a symbol. It is a vibrational signature that interacts with the universe in subtle, powerful ways. From the moment of your recognition, whether conscious or unconscious, this sign has been guiding you, opening doors, revealing patterns, and nudging you toward experiences that align with your highest purpose. The chosen ones have always been distinguished by such subtle yet potent indicators, allowing them to navigate life with insight and clarity that others rarely experience. You may have felt, throughout your life, moments where your understanding surpassed those around you, where solutions appeared seemingly from nowhere, or where events unfolded with uncanny precision. This is not coincidence. It is the resonance of the mark in your left hand, attuning you to energies and truths that lie beyond ordinary perception. Your awareness of it is a confirmation that your journey is unique, orchestrated, and intertwined with a greater design that is invisible to most, yet profoundly real for those who are attuned. As you honor this mark, you begin to recognize the patterns woven throughout your life, the subtle alignments that have guided you to this very moment. Each step you take, each choice you make, resonates with a deeper intelligence, confirming that you are not merely moving through chance, but navigating a path intentionally laid out for your growth, understanding, and purpose. The mark is both a reflection and a guide, reminding you that your presence, your awareness, and your actions carry significance beyond what the ordinary eye can perceive. To embrace it fully is to awaken to the profound truth that you are part of a living, conscious design, and that every pulse of your existence contributes to the unfolding of something far greater than yourself.